Ben Stokes has just held his captain's press conference here at the indoors court at the Oval, but the big news, Michael Atherton, is that he won't play in this test with a shoulder injury. Your reaction to that, a bit of a surprise?
A little bit, but the way he spoke about it, I'm not that surprised. He said he woke up after the Old Trafford test match very sore and stiff. I think he went for a scan on Tuesday. The results came back with a grade 3 tear, so that's quite a significant tear. You go from a scale of 1 to 5, I think, so 3 is on the higher end of that. And he said that, you know, the risk-reward is just not in his favour. He thought about playing as a batter, but the medical staff advised that he could do serious damage. So there's no chance of at the moment missing the start of the Ashes because he's got a 6 or 7 week rehab period. But if he played here as a batter, you know, just threw the ball because that's your instinct in a game, if there's a run-out opportunity on and he suddenly makes that tear worse, then you're potentially looking at perhaps being challenged for the start of the Ashes series. So not surprised with the decision.
And what do you make of the void he leaves and the makeup of the England team without him?
Well, he's the most important player England have for a number of reasons. Obviously, his captaincy's been fantastic since he took on the job in 2022. I think he's got the highest win rate of virtually any England captain since the Second World War. And obviously what we've seen this summer is that he balances the side beautifully. He's back to his best as an all-rounder, as a bowler. Picked up his first 5 for 7 or 8 years at Old Trafford. Added 100, which was his first for a couple of years. So he was, you know, right at the top of his game. And it's more difficult to balance the side in his absence.
He said that he wouldn't do anything differently in terms of managing his workload. Is that fair, do you think, or could he have maybe taken it a bit more easy?
Well, he's bowled some lengthy spells, but when there's a game on the line and a game to win, that's what you do. The schedule has not been easy. You know, you've got 5 tests crammed in. June the 20th was the start. We're at July the 30th now. You know, there are some pretty foot-weary bowlers coming towards the end of a series that not only has been cramped schedule-wise, but each game's gone to the end of the 5th day. We've played on some very flat pitches. This one looks to have a bit of live green grass, be the first one in 5. So it's been a punishing series for the bowlers, and he's one that has injured at the end, but he's not going to be the only one missing for this final test.
And in terms of Bethl, gets his chance at 6. Big opportunity for him, this, isn't it?
It is. He came into that New Zealand series at number 3, which was a surprise then. We saw how capable and able he is in that series. But Stokes made the point that he's quite a versatile cricketer. He's a multi-format cricketer. You know, he's done most of his batting, at least in first-class cricket, for Warwickshire, kind of down the order, in the middle order. He provides a bit of left-arm spin. It's only the second time since the start of the Stokes-McCullum regime that they'll go into a test match without a specialist spinner. But Bethl can bowl a bit and Root can bowl a bit, and the pitch looks quite green, so they wanted those fourth seamers, and that's how they've gone about rebalancing the side.
We've seen a bit of needle since Lord's, haven't we? We saw the handshake gate, if you like, at the end of the 4th test at Old Trafford, and then yesterday we saw the bizarre coming together of Gambir and the groundsman here. What do you envisage this test going in terms of the needle?
It's going to be highly competitive. All the games have been so far. As you say, that's ramped up a little bit after the 3rd evening at Lord's, with England time wasting to run down the clock at the end of that game, India getting involved, and it's taken on an extra level since then. I can't imagine it's going to be any less competitive here at the Oval. You know, 2 teams who want to win, and you know, the series is still on the line. England obviously can't lose the series, but they'd dearly love to wrap it up here 2-1 or 3-1, and India will feel it'll be a significant achievement if they can draw this series 2-2, given that they'll be without Pant themselves, they'll be without, we imagine, without Jasprit Bumrah. They haven't named their team yet. So there's a lot on the line.
Do you think Gambier's feeling the heat a bit?
Well, they've lost 2 series in a row. They lost at home to New Zealand 3-0, and they lost to Border Gavaskar 3-1. If they lose this series, then, yeah, he's under pressure as a coach, because India, with all their resources, their population strength, you know, they're not a team. They're a team that the population is impatient for success for. They're expected to win every time they walk onto the park. So 3 Test series defeats in a row would be a problem for him.
Thanks, Michael. England have named their team to take on India in this final test here at the Oval, and the big news is that captain Ben Stokes will not play due to a shoulder injury.